Okay folks, for today's game I'm once again back on PandaNet looking for an opponent, so we'll just have a quick search. 25 stones, 1 minute think time, then 25 stones in 10 minutes is my normal setting, and as we've seen many times before, 3 stones stronger and 3 stones weaker. So here's the game. 2 7Q players, my opponent's Japanese and I'm white. Let's turn on coordinates on, full screen, and game info. The Comey 6.5. So greet my opponent. Hi there, good game. And we'll play lower right corner to my opponent's upper left. So we'll see what this game brings. What I'm trying to do is keep talking throughout the game and see if we can find some useful points for particularly the Fuseki, the opening, for some of my students who've asked about that particular part of the game. So here I'm going to play a 3-4, stretching away from the stone and the 4-4. So I'm on the 4th line, so my opponent has come straight the way in here. Now I'm going to do a 2-space high pincer. And we'll do a 2-space jump. And my opponent likes to fight, clearly likes to make groups, so high approach to the 4-4. I could just attach, or I could jump out. I'm going to jump out and see what happens here. What I'm looking for here, and it's particularly for Sam, is to come out of the opening with the board equal or obviously me slightly ahead. So the lower side is weaker because the upper side has got this stone, and we're pretty much squared off here, so I'm going to use that stone to approach the upper left hand corner, because black has invested 4 stones here, 2 here for no territory, the one on P16 and P14, and 2 here have potential. And I want to come out of this exchange with semeai. So first I'm going to block the corner, and then I'm going to make a shape move on this side, so that again these 3 stones right now have got no territory. So black's trying to make some shape. What should we do here? Do we just make a double tiger mouth? Yeah, we can do this. And this, so black's making shape in order to make sure it's alive, but isn't. I can double hane here. I can double hane. Can I triple hane? No, but now these white stones on the Q line are working together well with the 2 stones below on Q7 and Q4 to build territory on the right hand side, and black, as I thought, is going to come in. So I'm going to come in there. I think we'll just connect. He's going to descend and maybe take the corner, but I don't want that. I don't want that. If he takes that corner and I block, I'm good. I'm going to take the territory here and actually make this right side secure. So there's a reasonable number of points there. So okay, black's going to take this. So I've got lots of space on the lower side here to invade, and I've got lots of space on the right side. So first I'm going to push out the top corner, because I think these 2 stones are the weakest on the board. Okay, so now I'm going to come up one there, and then we're going to come in here, asking black a question. Do you want to connect on the side, or do you want to connect? Do you want to protect the corner? Which do you like? You can't have both. So black says, I think I can live in the corner. Okay. We could let black just out there. or hammer on the head here. I think I don't want black to attack the two stones on the 14 line, CD14. I could just connect here, but then black will slip away. So I think black will respond here, and actually I don't think that I do have to respond as white. I don't have to protect the cutting point at G17. I can just run out to this for 3 moves. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll play here. And we'll play here. And then we'll play here to join all of that up. Okay, so what's going on here? So now white's got a territory here. I've got some potential on the top and this big wall, but black has got this area down here that I need to do something about. So I'm just going to attach into the corner here, and just to take that corner off. I didn't want to do a 3-3 invasion on C3 because I didn't want to just get shut in. I wanted to get some outside potential. So and break up one of these sides. Okay, so we're going to push down here, and we're going to push down again, and then we're going to come up because I think that the ladder is good for white, and by the ladder I mean black cut and this one. So black's making a move there. I want to just fill. I think I'll probably just have to connect there, but I'm looking at this descent here, and I think black will descend and then I can jump to here. So I'll descend once, threatening to connect under. And then I can play here. Yeah, and I don't think that black can do this. Okay, let's take this. So I might have to give up the 2 stones. So black's got a small living group here, but I think I can get this group out because I can run out with this one, or I could move. I think running out with the stone at D8 would separate this stone, the black stone at D7, from its friends. And actually this black group, because of the shape, has only got one eye. That's an interesting move, isn't it? So I'm going to just come out here. And come out again. Come out that way. Okay. So what happens if I Atari here? I end up with only 1 liberty, and if I honey here, so I've got to get out of here. So we'll keep going. Okay. So if I descend here, I can actually make an eye, but I think I need to do something else first. Okay, that's an interesting move. So black's looking for the territory on the lower side. Okay. I'm going to clamp here, which is asking black whether black likes this stone, the G5 stone, or the 3 stones. Because if black pushes in, then I'll simply give up the 2 stones here on EG and kill the 3 stones, which means I can then resume to the attack on this black group. Points. So white's got reasonable points all the way up this corner, and I need to make a move around N17 to protect the top side. There's points there. So what do we like here? I could just give the 2 stones up, but given that black's shape is so bad here, it would be wrong of me not to threaten this Atari. Okay. Because I'd like to really lay waste to this lower side a bit more. So on this side here, this descent is starting to become big now, R2, it's pure Gote, but it gives me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, maybe 40 points on the right hand side. And remember, in a game of Go, there are 361 intersections available to both players, and we'll play somewhere between 240, 280 stones on the board. That's 140 for each player if the game goes to the end, if the game doesn't end in a resignation. Okay, so now we get to kill the 2 stones. That means that there's about 80 points available, actually territorial points between the 2 players, and so if you get 40 or 50 points, certainly 60 points, and there haven't been any huge big kills, then you're in a good position in the game, in a very good position. Okay, so we are going to protect that space. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I can do with this corner, but there isn't, because if I come down then black will turn and I turn. So black has got these points in the corner, so this is becoming urgent, or somewhere out here. And the corner's still not entirely black's. Okay. Okay. All right. So I've let these 3 stones be cut off now, but I mean obviously black's under some attack here, and so I need to get my black stones out, which I think I can, and then I need to cut this. If I can cut here with enough liberties, if I can cut here, so okay, do I want that connection to happen? No, I'm just going to connect there and make... Okay, we'll do this. And this. Excuse me for coughing. Okay, so we now have a fight on. I mean, white's alive here unconditionally. Okay, so black's going to come out. So white's going to come out if I... Can I connect here? No, because I'm too short on liberties. I just need extra liberties. And okay, we'll fight for some liberties here. That's a nice move by black. So I can force this. The problem I've got here is that if black makes this connection, if black connects at F12, then his group will have more outside liberties than mine, because my group is short on liberties. I think black will stop the connection there, but then I've got to jump out, and it's how do I jump out? So these are the two alternative sequences. I'm assuming that black's going to connect there, because if not, white would just join up. So black connects here. So now white's got two options. If white plays here, black can wedge here, white block, black connect, and then white can make a tiger mouth. That's not so good for black, because white's out in a good way. If white wedges here, which I think I did in the game, black comes here, white blocks, black cuts. Now white's got two liberties, so white can Atari, black takes, and then white connects that way. So both results work out for white to get out and make some kind of connection. Can I jump to L12? Black wedges in, and I get two liberties. Yeah, I can. So I can either reach these stones or these stones. So I can jump out here. If I jump out here, black wedges in, I get a connection. If I jump out here and black pushes, push, connection, cut, Atari. It's not quite a ladder. It's not quite a ladder, but it's not great shape. Okay, we'll see. White's giving this, black's giving this some serious thought. Okay. So now, do I jump out here, black wedge, Atari and connect, or do I jump here, push, block, cut, turn, lock, Atari. I think it's this one. So if black cuts here, I can Atari once, and if black runs then I can connect. Okay, so black hasn't done that. And if I connect here, then black's got to go back and fix its shape. But that shape is not good shape. So now I just need to get my stones out of here. Just, this isn't an eye, so long as I can attack these stones. This is not an eye, and I've got this whole black group here with only one eye, and I've got this vulnerable black group here. Okay. So black's going to attack that side. I think I probably need to fix that shape, but I'm not short of eyes here. I'd really like to play this move here to try and connect all of these stones together on this side. Then that would force black to make an eye in there, which isn't going to be easy. What happens here? Black. I think I give up territory there, but if I can kill the rest, if I go here, I'll just be cut. It's got to be there. And we Atari here. Then we Atari here. And then we go here. And that becomes a ladder. So black is laddered, and I think black's dead now. Because if these can't make an eye, then there still is only one eye here, because this is false. Yeah, that's the move, isn't it? What's the safest way to do this? Here. So, okay, so I can do this. So black's got to go back and fix. So black has to go back and fix here. It really does. So I think we take that there. So that's the cut. Because there's also this weakness that white can push here and threaten this cut here. Because now the white top side is alive with two eyes. So I just need this group to be alive with two eyes, and then we're all good. It's an interesting game. Having to kind of use powers, but I think there was some. White's got this strength here. It's this group here. The white group on the top side is now unconditionally alive because it can make two eyes here. There's nothing black can do to stop it. The question is whether this group can make eyes or get out or make enough liberties. But black has got a lot of liberties. Black's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outside liberties here. 6 to kill it there, and then 1 large eye. 6. There's a lot of liberties. So, yeah. So. white has got to I think that move there prevents stops the connection, so that if black wedges, white can make a connection here with a knight move, with a tiger mouth. And then we can start jumping out here. But I think the death of all of these, this black group, and this black group in the centre is still super vulnerable. It has no eyes, and so white's going to make a move like this, looking to either threaten the centre group or jump down to the lower side, maybe out even as far as here, and bridge between these white stones here and these white stones here. That's what I'm looking for in this game. He might be considering a resign game, I'm not quite sure. Okay. Do I just make a tiger mouth? White, black cuts and connects. I think I've got to make this shape, any other shape. Black can cut an Atari, and if I connect, then white cuts. So I think my move is here. Okay. Does that help black? No. Yeah, that's not an eye, is it? Oh, I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to disrupt this shape here and make it only one eye, because this is only one big eye. So white needs to jump out here, because it'd be a terrible shame to lose this game for the sake of an eye. So we'll just jump out here. Okay, I'll make a bamboo joint here, and connect again, Liberties. And now black is playing a slightly dangerous game. Slightly dangerous game, because it's letting, in order to hold on to the centre, I could descend here. Just descend here. I'm aiming now at this cut here. What happens with this cut? If I cut here, black can't Atari from below. Okay, that's fine. That'll do there. So I just need this one other eye for this white group. and I have got some forcing moves around here because of the cut at p3. Okay, so this is he's looking to destroy that I, so I'm just going to wedge in there. Okay, and now I'm going to descend, so black comes up. And here. And here. So we go here. And here, here, if black pushes, then I connect, and then black has to go back and fix, and I get another extension. What I'm looking here to do in this situation is simply gain liberties. Gain liberties from my group. Okay, so that's the... can I extend? I can extend first. I'll extend first. Okay, then we go there. Okay, so white has now got 1, 2, 3 outside liberties and a big I. So I think it's start 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 outside liberties, so I think I can now. Is there anything, unless there's anything else I can do to improve the liberty situation? No. So we start taking outside liberties. And this comes down to counting. Counting liberties. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 outside liberties, and black has got 3, and a big I, and black has got 3. That's a liberty, so that comes in. So it's going to take another one. So this is really down to... There's a great book by Richard Hunter that I think all Go players should read, that's called Counting Liberties and Winning Capturing Races, and it comes down to, at the end of the day, that's what this is going to come down to. It's an external liberties. So white has currently got 1, 2, 3 external liberties, and then a big I, big 5I. And black has got 2 external liberties and a very small I. So white's going to win this semi-I. We've also got another problem here for black, because if black can't fill in this liberty until last, it won't fill it, it's got to fill in the I, but black can't. This is called an approach liberty, the one at A7, and if black approaches that, then white will cut, so it can't do that. And if black connects, see, that's irrelevant. That's just not a relevant liberty for my group. So black can have those 2 points because we don't care. And then we go there, and then we go there, And so black is dead. So black will try and do something over here and something over here. But these points, if we count them out, each stone is worth 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 34, 36, 38, 40 points. Plus the points. You know, this is a done game now. This is a game for white. I would expect black to resign at this point. But it came down to that counting liberties, and it's one of the things that makes Go so interesting, and why I love it so much is it's a combination of both logical, analytical, mathematical thinking and creative spatial thinking. It does what we call, it works both hemispheres of your brain simultaneously. You both have to kind of think in terms of space. Does this move look right? Is it the right kind of area? But when we come down to this kind of fighting, it's absolutely down to the logic of calculating who's got the most liberties and winning the fight in that way. With hindsight, I could have saved these 2 stones, and black's got a bigger corner. But you know, there's also something in Go that Go teaches you: don't be greedy. You know, the game is won for white. I think the Comey is 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 Comey. So just let that be. You know, the urgent moves for white now is descending here to keep the points in the corner, because that's an endgame move. Doing something around there to enlarge the points on the top side, though, you know, the death of all of those is huge. And out here as well, so that black doesn't get too many points in the centre, you know, if I'm really balancing points. But my opponent's clearly thinking about this. I hope that he's thinking about resigning or might launch another attack. There may be things, I mean, going back, I'll go over the game later when I do the video review, and there might be some things that I could do better, but largely what I was looking to do with that game, as I said at the start, was to come out of the opening with a balanced position on the board. I mean, if we can come out of the opening because our opponent makes mistakes, so that you're ahead, fantastic. That means that, you know, you've got a won game. All you've got to do is make sure you don't lose it from that point on. But most of the time, what we're looking to do is come out of the Fuseki with an even game, and with groups that are strong and stable and able to fight, and that's good enough. My opponent's clearly having a think, so I'm going to have to fill in the airtime. I mean, part of the reason for doing this review is that one of my students, Ben, recently posted that he's really enjoying my reviews, and I've said this many times before. You know, I'm not a down level player. Okay. So there's an attack coming in by black to try and take some points off white. Okay, so he does want to carry on playing. Not sure that that was the right kind of attack, whether he's got any mileage in this. So he's going to try and live here. I just descend and he connects, and I descend and he connects. I think we get short. Right, he might carve something out here if I make a mistake. I can descend here, make him fill. So this is putting these two under direct threat unless black fills here, and then I can do something like descend here just to make sure there's not space for 2 eyes here. I keep looking at the top left hand corner as well, saying is there something I can do here, but okay. So play here, black goes down there. No, we'll just play there. Oh, black's aiming at this weakness, I can see it, there it goes. Now what's black aiming to do? I'll make a little shape there. Okay. So do we save that stone or just let the corner survive and kill all this? I think we probably need to kill all this and then let the corner live. If I connect here, then black can push along and start to make some eye space. So I'm going to let the corner live. We'll just descend now and take all of that. Yeah. Then we come down here. Good on him, having a go. We like people who have a go. So I've got to make a shape move there. Otherwise the black move is bad. If he takes the corner out, that will be a loss. Not a fatal one, but it'd be a big loss. Okay, so I'm just going to descend on this side as well. That's fine. So we just do this, and then we do this. The throw in here is just to disrupt black shape, so that if black takes that Atari again, and this just becomes a solid lumber. Okay, so that's something. We'll play there, and then I need to go back and just make sure I've got shape in the corner by playing at S18. I think that's okay. Okay. I think black will let me do that. Actually, black is actually short of Liberties here again. This group here is now short of eye space. It's short of eyes. You know, a white placement here. So this attack here, it's not really taken any points. R2 is still a big point for white, but the corner's alive. Black's forced to wedge in, but actually left some vulnerabilities. You know that black has got to connect this coat, and then this placement here. If I play here and black comes down, 3. We shall see. Well, we need some nice soothing music at this point on the video, because I'm not sure there's a lot more to say. There's also some really pressing moves. White can jump out here and just start to trample this area of the board, but my feeling is that this game is really over and black's just not accepting that that's the case. So we can kill there at any time, there's nothing. What happens here? So if I go here, okay, so black does get to live. Black does get to live, so I can just come here. I'm not sure what this is doing. I'm really not sure what this is doing. If black wedges here, then I can Atari this side and I can connect everything together, and because these four are dead here, white's got its two eyes with a bamboo joint. This is an urgent big point move. It's quite a big urgent big move because it gets this. There's a little end game move here. It's fine. I think sometimes in a game of Go, and I'm as guilty as the next man, you kind of want to just resign. The game's over. There's nothing to be done here. Well, let's count it out. Okay, so we take that. What's black got? Black's has got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 points here. And let's just play safe. Let's just play this safe. None of this really goes anywhere, as you can see. But now we can keep doing this. And we can keep doing this. And here. What's going to happen here? Where does white connect? It starts a curve, black connects there. Let's let them connect. Okay, we'll do that. And make the curve. I'm sure black's got some good co-threads. I didn't need to push that quite so hard. But again, it all comes down to naught. It's a determined game. I'm afraid that this is going to make for a bit of a boring yeah, we'll just connect. Just not a code that's worth fighting. It's just not worth fighting. You know, some codes are, some codes aren't. Do we want black to have any points here? No. No, I don't think so. This was always the outcome, because white's got this big eye. You know, black's got to play another 2 stones inside white before white has to take off, and then white's still got a 5-space eye, and black's just got not enough liberties. Maybe I'll cut to the chase in this game, because this is now going on for an awful long time, and it's going to create for a boring video. But throw in, take, descend. So, is there anything else I can talk about in this game? Not until we get to the review, really. You know, my reading of it. What move are we up to now? I don't think I've got the move numbers on. At time, undo, no. I'm not sure what black can be thinking. That's the resign. Okay. Thank you for the game. So there we go, that was the game. The score estimate for that one is white by 43, so yeah, quite big on the board. You know, black's got a sizable chunk down here, but this was huge, as we know, and this side as well was a bit forlorn. Black managed to split the white right side because there was that weakness going back right the way to there, that stone there. The stone that sits on R13 was vulnerable, and the main bit of the battle, the main part of the game, then became this. After that move and that move, effectively white's only got one eye. Despite this being a big eye, there's nothing, no move white can make that can stop that being a single eye. So if white plays there, black will play nothing. So that's it. So that was the game. I hope you enjoyed that. It was. I'm sorry about the long drawn out ending. Nothing we could do about that. That's down to my opponent. I could put that into maybe fast, high speed during the game, because there's nothing new happens, and the core of it was down to that big semeai in the middle of the board. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for coming to 10 minutes to go to watch the videos. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a like, despite the dull ending. And if you like what I'm doing with 10 minutes to go, then please subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I will see you all soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.